Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream and welcome to Steam Railway News. Now I thought I'd create this. Now before we get started, remember the rules. It's quite simple. Always behave yourselves. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. I'm live. Yes. Now before we get started, this will be the last live stream I ever do. But because I can't be too careful. Can't be too careful. Hi, Cameron. Hi, Cameron. Now, once I know everyone's here, so Taillamp Productions. Hi. Now, as you'll read the title correctly, it's Steam Railway News, and I thought since Steam Railway Magazine hasn't got a news show or anything like that, I decided to see if I could do one. But after this live stream, there'll be no more live streams for the foreseeable future. I know you'll like the live streams, but I can't be too careful because you don't know, like if hackers around the globe can see this sort of thing. Can't risk hackers. So can't risk any hackers. So, but the rest will be podcasts. I'll be doing Steam Railway News on podcast. So we'll get all the latest top stories of Steam Railway Magazine, as you can see here. Here it is. Yeah, as you can all see that. Let me put it all. Show you all. Yeah. And now on the front cover, it's, as we all know, it says, "Hi, fishing with Phil. How you doing?" Now this here is on the front cover. It says Ireland finale for emotional send off for veteran O2 Cal Vaughan, which is based on the Isle of Wight Steam Railway, and also Lyd becomes Lou on the Linton and Barnstable Railway in Devon. A long lost southern legend resurrected, and West Somerset Railway plans for Pannier Bonanza for a lineup of four of Collett's pannier tanks, which sounds amazing. So, without further ado, let's get into the top stories. Right, let's get into this. I hope you're ready. So, right, people for power. People for power. Steam railways are only as good as the skills and enthusiasm of people who run them. That state sentiment could have been applied at any time over the past 68 years. And if you want to see the picture, there's Scots Guardsman and British India Line double heading on the Cecil and Carlisle, which is fantastic. Next, we've got. Well, I can't have time to read all of this, so the stream won't be long. So let's have a look at more news. Let's see, what's a good one on here? Yes. I'm here to promote something. The Giants of Steam Gala at the Bluebell Railway. Clanlon's doing good, Cameron. She's doing well. The Giants of Steam Gala going from the 11th of October to the 13th, because I'll be going to the 12th one. Now, I know the Bluebell Rovers are going to have Britannia. Hi, Tom. Yeah, I know, Tom. I thought give the top stories because they would know. Well, I think Steam Railway should have like either a podcast somehow like that to get the news out there, not just in the UK but around the world as well, because they do all sorts of Steam stuff. So Giants of Steam Gala at the Bluebell. I know Britannia. I know UK Train Spotting. Now I know Britannia's going to be there at the Giants of Steam Gala. She's going to be there. He will tell Lamp Productions. He will. He will. He will. So as I said, this won't be a very long stream because this is like a news report stream, something like that. Now, as far as I know, Britannia is going to be at the Bluebell. Now, the Duchess. Now, I've looked on their website. I'll leave it in the description below once I've done it. I'll put it in the description. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, number 9 has gone to the East Lancashire Railway. Yeah, I've seen like video clips of her going up there, and I've seen pictures. She's now at Bury, Lancashire. And who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what's going to happen to her in the future? I'm not too sure, Cameron. I'm not too sure if she would be, but have a hunch she might. They might do it after the gala. They might change it to Iron Duke after the gala because I think they've got the Iron Duke nameplate. All they've got to do is put the numbers on in the workshop. Then she'll be ready for the Golden Arrow, which is by Safos Trains. It won't be with the VSOE Pullmans though. It would be nice if it was, but indications known that Britannia has been rough with them before. I'm not too sure. I know. The future doesn't look good for number 9. Doesn't look good. So, yeah. And the Duchess is supposed to be attending the Bluebell Railway, but I looked on the website and it looks like Mayflower just replaced her. She'll look awesome as Iron Duke. Yeah, Britannia would. Yeah. Number 9 will end up like the Great Marquis. Yeah, and also the Duchess is supposed to be going to the Bluebell, but I looked on the website and apparently she's just been replaced by Mayflower. I'm not too sure why. Even though there was this that cylinder trouble that Duchess of Sutherland had. I know that happened. Hi, Ben. Yeah, I'll look forward to seeing them running. Yeah. I'll look forward to seeing 80151 and 73082 Camelot. Be nice to have fuel. Yeah. Yeah, I like to see Gresley as well, but apparently she'll be the only A4 running on the main line. She'll be the only one. Same here. I like that whistle as well. Now, I mean, we've all heard the news from Chris Price. Yeah, I can't wait for 6007 myself. I can't wait to see that. Now, we all know that Clanline. Now, you've all read the. If some of you are members of the MNLPS, you would know that we're planning for Clanline's next overhaul. We're planning for that, but we're not going to say too much yet because we're not too sure what it is yet. As far as I know, yeah, don't know why, but apparently, as far as I know, there's not much work doing to Clanline for the next overhaul. There's not much work that needs doing. It's just a boiler, just a boiler. That'll be just a boiler. Just to do a retube on the boiler, and then there you go. Tom, come on, mate. This is a good stream. Come on. Be nice to Cameron, yeah? Now, Lord Lemonator, if he's here, if Daniel's here, I like him to come here so he can keep order as well. So, moving on from the Bluebell and from everything else, Clanline is going. We are planning for the next overhaul. We're not too sure which engine will stand in for the Pullmans yet. We're not too sure yet. Well, when it gets closer to the time, then there will be more news for that. So keep your eyes and ears open on out for that. Now, on to other reports. We've got the single chimney 9F at the North Yorkshire Moors Railway. That's got into steam. As we speak, number 92134 is having its smoke deflectors fitted. So it won't be long before that's good, Cameron. You'll be glad to see 92134 because I'm guessing she'll be in steam for that gala, no doubt. She'll be launched for that. And Chris Price, well, he's keep everyone updated about that. Oh yes, and also from like the TV point of view, Yorkshire Steam All Aboard Series 3 is coming out very soon, next year. But that's planned for next year, so we're not too sure about that. Don't know how it's going to begin, but we'll know soon enough. Yeah. All right, let's have a look. What's next? Ah. Here's one for you all. NYMR manager Chris Price, as we all know, Chris. If he's watching, get the message out to Chris if he wants to watch me live streams. If Chris wants to watch this, just in case he wants to comment. Right, here's the news report. NYMR manager coal ban will increase emissions. Hang on. You want to see the front, Ben? Here. Here's the front. There you go, Ben. Can you see that well? There's the front. Here's another one. The coal ban would increase emissions. I'll read a few bits for you. Hang on. Yeah, W24. Yeah. Yeah. Here. Right. Yeah. Lovely new issue. Yeah. Can't see 825 running. I can't wait to see that as well. Right. And let's see. North Yorkshire Moors Railway General Manager Chris Price has added his concerns to the growing debate over preservation's looming coal crisis. Mr. Price, who was elected to the board of the Heritage Railway Association in March, echoes fears that plans by the Department for the Environment, Food and Rural. Let's have a look. Rural Affairs to phase out the sale of coal for domestic use will have a substantial negative impact upon preserved railways and other heritage coal burners. He said the UK still burns 8 million tonnes of coal a year, but the power, steel and concrete industry sized and lumped coal makes up a tiny part of. Let me see about this one. Concrete industry sized and lumped coal makes up a tiny part of coal used in the UK, and it has proposed DEFRA removes the need of produce coal for domestic market. This will mean heritage movement will be only a major user of lumped coal, which could be too small a quantity to justify UK producers maintaining supply. Interesting article that this is. It's an interesting one. There's more. The NYMR, North Yorkshire Moors Railway, is the biggest single consumer of coal in the preservation industry, burning around 2,500 tonnes every year. Mr. Price explained that should UK coal die out as a result, DEFRA's proposals we will be forced to buy coal abroad, predominantly from Russia, increasing our carbon. Hang on a minute. I'll stop there for a minute. Now, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? That sounds... Does Chris Price have a point? Does he have a point, though? I can see his point of view. Now, the coal, I know if we had to go and buy the coal from Russia or America, for instance, no offense to who's in the chat, which is, what's his name? Hang on. Fishing with Phil. If Fishing with Phil is watching, I know there's coal being produced in America, like being mined for cleaner coal, like this bio coal that's being produced for more steam engines. I mean, the Romney, Hythe and Dymchurch Rail have been having the same problem. As I've been told when I went down there, because the coal crisis is getting far too much down there. I mean, Russian coal is cleaner. It is cleaner. It's this coal we get from Russia. That's what Clanline uses. What we use for Clanline. It is clean. It does produce clean bit of steam, and it's good for Clanline's boiler. And it could be good for any locomotive boiler, for that matter. I mean, what do you guys think? Would Chris Price have a point that if this coal crisis keeps going, if the coal industry dies out altogether, it means the end of our steam engines, isn't it? I mean, we'd have to buy coal from elsewhere and who knows what effect it will have on our locomotive boilers. I mean, it would put a strain on us, really, especially us preservationists and us enthusiasts who want to see more steam engines around the UK running as usual. I mean, take the unknown steam locos in the future. I hope all can go well. Yes, I'm hoping that too, Cameron. But the industry we're in now, it's more substantial if we get. I mean, Chris Price does have a point. He does have a point. I mean, the coal. We are trying to get clean coal. We are trying to get clean. I know these activists claim about climate change, but the thing is, the truth really was that we're not the biggest polluters. Well, I know London is polluted by air of fuel and all that, but I'm not too sure about that. It's the Amazon rainforest. I mean, they looked at China and India. If they looked over there, they would be happy to protest over there. But I mean, it's consumers. It's the consumers we need to be concerned about, the polluters around the globe. I mean, we're trying to produce electric cars and all that. Tom, this is no time for... Tom, are you joking? Tom, no, it ain't getting scrapped, silly you. Stop. Tom, this is no joke. Come on. Stop Now stop doing that. Come on, Tom, please. Please, Tom, just don't. And Tom, remind me to see when I see you. Look, Tom, when I see you, I need to talk to you. When I see you, okay? Now, Tom, are you going to the Bluebell Railway in October? Are you going? Don't worry, Cameron. Don't worry. Don't worry, mate. It's Tom, really. Daniel. I mean, if you ask Cameron, not Cameron. I mean, if you ask Daniel, ask Daniel. He would know Tom very much. Because Tom, this is no time for joking. We are talking Steam Railway magazine and important news around the UK for our steam locos. Are you next out for at Victoria? You mean at Victoria? So I'm going there as well when Britannia as Iron Duke goes out of there. Wait and see. Wait and see. Okay. Now, can you please behave, Tom? Please? For me, huh? That Cameron. He ain't in trouble. I just need to talk to him. That's all. Look, we all love our steam locos, don't we? Thank you, Tom. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. Now we're trying to we're concerned for our steam locos, remember? We're concerned for them. Yeah, we are concerned that this coal thing it's getting far too much. I mean, we can all have to do something. I mean, we're okay with Russian coal coming over here. We're okay with that. I remember the time when I went to see a Black 5 44932. I don't know what condition that is in, but my favourite mixed traffic engine is the Black 5. It has to be the Black 5. I do like that. I mean, all types of Black 5s, including 45305. I mean, we've all known that Black 5s can go anywhere, do anything, but they can burn any coal. They burn any coal, they can do that. I mean, they've done a lot over the years, the Black 5s have. They have done a lot. And 45305 has worked among the Black 5s to do a lot of work, like freight, passenger, expresses, the lot. And they've been the most hard-working steam engine ever produced, and then we are lucky to have 18 of them. 842, 18 of them preserved. It's pity that the named ones haven't been preserved. It would have been nice to have the named ones, but one exception though. She should be back in on the main line at the end of this year. That's good, Cam. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Be nice to see 45305 back. And I understand she'll be in her LMS livery, wouldn't she? In LMS livery. Or she will be in her BR Line Black livery. Yeah, never mind. Alright. I'll continue with this. Right. I'll continue. Right. Let's see. Let's have continuation of this. Right. Let's see. Yeah, I love to see an LMS. I like to see an LMS liveried Black 5 on the main line. Love to see that. Yeah, I love to see that. I mean, I've seen Duchess of Sutherland in her livery, in her LMS form. I know Big Boy's an oil burner, but they might go back to coal firing because they're producing this bio coal. This bio coal. Don't worry, Cam. Don't worry, Cam. Hi, provider. Hi, gaming school. Don't worry, Cam. I'm sure. I'm sure because I know America's producing this bio coal that's supposed to be good. That's supposed to be cleaner. They might go back to coal firing. They might go back to that because the oil firing, the oil burners will, because the oil they buy, it's much more expensive. And so I know the oil burning isn't well. Even though it's does if there's less polluted oil, yes, it's understandable. The coal, I mean, I know it's less labour intensive work for the farm, but we'd lose a big part of our rail industry. We lose a big part of it. Now, if I'll continue with this last paragraph, and then I'll move on. All right, where was I? Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah, right, here we go. Output significantly as a result of extra distance to transport. The more expensive import, we would not choose to import coal from unknown international sources. Having worked closely with our domestic partners to ensure quality control where possible, the North Yorkshire Moors Railway uses the best quality coal. Oh no! Don't do Don't do that. No, 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 no. As much as of a laugh, as much. No, 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 no. That was ridiculous. That was a step too, as Chris Eden Green said, that was a step too far. That was a step too far. Isn't that right, Cam? No, 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 no. The Black Fives were mainly black. That's what they were. LMS black, BR black, BR Online black. I mean, even though one was in Brunswick Green before, and that was 44932. She was experimented in BR Green. Looked nice, but hi Raven. Hi Raven, you alright? Now, where was I on this before? I was interrupted by a couple of rude guys. Alright, best quality coal, which ensures it is burnt as effectively as possible, keeping emissions to the minimum. Mr. Prices also pointed out. Hey, David. Yes, she's going on the 9th of October, David. Yeah. David, download it. Keep our website on your favorites page, because that way you'll be able to keep the mainline diary. It shows our mainline diary. Oh, hi, David Benson. Exactly, Raven. They look nice in a black color. Yeah, more like pre-grouping and more like different pre-war eras, like the London Midland Scottish Railway, British Rail. They all look nice in black as well. Well, green. Some look nice in green for as a purpose, but some steam engines that wear like Brunswick green or Great Western green or BR blue, for instance, like Tornado did, it'd be nice. And I've had a confirmation about Sir Nigel Gresley coming back. Steel Panther. David, Mr. Benson, this ain't about music. This is about Steam Railway Magazine news. This is all about Steam Train news. Okay. Now, back to Mr. Price's quote, and I quote, where is it? Mr. Price has also pointed out preserved railways negligible environment impact, explaining that preservation's annual carbon output is equivalent to 300 individual transatlantic flights compared to over 64,000 such flights made every year. He added, our HRA partners are committed to a variety of measures to improve steam locomotive efficiency and carbon emissions preheating of locomotive boilers with David. Look, we have modern trains as such, but preserved railways. Exactly, Raven. Stick. But let's not get into any arguments about which railway is the best and which is not, because all trains are good. They have their uses. Yeah. All right, Mr. Benson. Just let's not get into any arguments about which railway is the best and which is not, and which should be modernised, which shouldn't be, because all trains are good. They have their uses, like steam, diesel, and electric. It's always, just don't put. Just be careful what you say, okay? All right then. Now back to what I was reading before I saw all that. Right. Our HRA partners are committed to a variety of measures to improve steam locomotive efficiency and offset carbon emissions, preheating of locomotive boilers with warning fire lit the day before use, widely used by many railways, and both reduced emissions from trying to raise steam too quickly and protects boilers from damage from rapid heating and expansion. As HRA Director, Mr. Price is supporting the organisation in leading open discussions with the heritage sector suppliers, DEFRA ministers, and digital culture, media and sport MP, the RT Han Jeremy Wright MP. Yeah. Exactly, Raven. Yeah, steam engines they are all preserved. Most of them are preserved, and we've got Clanline that runs mostly every now and then when we get around to getting her ready. Because this is what Chris Price was pointing out. Because I support him. It's a big shout out for Mr. Chris Price of the North Yorkshire Moors Railway, and I support that railway as well. I might visit it I'll visit it someday, and I'll get some friends to come out with me, and we'll go out on a train between Gromont, Pickering, and Whitby. Mostly LNER stuff, yes. GWR is, well, I mean, the Great Western Railway, the Great, Yeah, that's good. The Great Western Railway. The North Yorkshire Moors Railway is a nice railway. And plus, I noticed you've been to the North Norfolk Railway, which runs between. Hi, heels of the train lady. How you doing? Been watching your videos. Fantastic, fantastic. Especially when you filmed Britannia. I do love it. That video of Britannia. I do love that. Do love Britannia. Do love that when Britannia was going really, really fast round the corner. Whoa, fantastic. Now, what Chris was pointing out was that steam engines. Britannia is a Britannia class Pacific locomotive. It's a standard class 7, a mixed traffic locomotive that built in the 1950s, built January 1951. Yes, I'm a kind person. Yes. Because with a YouTube channel such as myself, I always film Clanline most of the time, and most of the other engines that come. Oh, and get this, I'll be going down to Victoria Station tomorrow morning to go and see Mayflower. I'm going to see her. Now that engine, that turns, because I do like the B1s. They're nice engines. B1. Yeah. Oh god. YouTube is starting to get weird now. Because I understand. Yeah, don't worry. She's off to Faversham tomorrow. She's off to Faversham tomorrow with the Cathedrals Express. The Steam Dreams excursion she's going off with. So the best place to see her would be either Victoria. That'll be another place to see her. Victoria Station, or somewhere else along the Kent coastline. Yeah, see, Chris points out that steam engines burn less coal sometimes. Yeah, she's a beauty. Yeah, Mayflower is. Yeah, and I'm because that's a good thing she's going to the Bluebell. It makes up from last year when they tried to get her ready to go and visit there, but failed. But now she's making up from last year, and I'll be looking forward to riding behind that engine. And I might get involved with Steam Dreams. And well, that's good. Oh, the Belmont British Pullman train off to Canterbury West. Yeah, I'll probably see that as well. I might see that tomorrow with the diesels. I might see that. Yeah, no, never mind. There are still other steam locos. I know 9th of October, 8th of October, I'll be getting Clanline ready. I'll be getting her ready for the Stratford upon Avon tours. I'll be doing that, and then and I'll get a lot of preparations for myself to go off to the to the Bluebell for the Giants of Steam Gala. I don't know which first train will be there, but whatever train's there, whatever loco's there first, I'll ride behind. Then I'll go early in the morning, so that way I can stay down there all day. So I can go up and down the line with different locomotives and go into different tea rooms for a cup of tea, or I might take a flask of tea. Right, to the next subject of Steam Railway Magazine. To the next subject. Let's see. Let me see what a good subject I could read. Because that coal one was a very interesting one. Let's see. Here's another one for the Isle of Wight Steam Railway. Calbourne, one of the famous class of O2 tank engine developed by Adams. The Adams O2 tank, Calbourne, the sole survivor of her class. O2 Calbourne will look as authentic as possible when it bows out of service, thanks to those who made the commemorative headboards at the end of Isle of Wight Steam. As detailed in Southern Railway 496, the London and South Western Railway 044 tank engine is due to run in BR Line Black livery for the last time before overhaul at the Isle of Wight Steam Railways for Ireland classes gala on September the 28th and 29th, carrying one of the original farewell headboards from 1966. As revealed last issue, enthusiast Derek Spicer has agreed to loan the headboard that he and Stuart Egbera produced for the line Day of Steam on the Line. Yeah, that is a good one. That is a good one. Right, I better go now, guys. That's the end of today's Steam Railway news. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel for new subscribers, and I hope to bring more news for the next podcast. This will be the last live stream I'll do. This will be the very last one. Bye, Taillamp. Good night, Hills Train Lady. Good night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in, because those were good subjects. Good subjects. Those are good subjects. Bye, Railview. I hope so. Bye, David. I'll see you all guys very soon. I'll try my best. Bye all. Bye, Cameron.